Hello, my name is Anna Dorsey, and today I'm going to be talking about how sociological concepts are related to poverty. I chose an article about a story in Greece, and the story talks about how young mothers could no longer take care of their children, and so they were having to give them up for adoption. The story went into detail of how adoption centers weren't really rare for Greece because a lot of times parents would bring in their children because they have smoking addictions or they're involved in crime or something like that. But the story noted that they're having a phenomenon occur where more and more parents are actually dropping their children off simply because they're not financially stable to take care of them. And one thing I noted is whenever they say parents, they're generally speaking of single mothers who are either homeless or jobless. And as I was doing more research onto the article, I came across a video that went into further detail on the story, and I'm not really sure how I showed the video as I'm talking now. And so what I'll do is I'll just email you the video so that way you are able to look at it. But basically, a quick overview of the video is it shows the story of a woman who doesn't at all want to give up her children. I mean, she loves her children. It's not a thing like, oh, I don't want you guys to go to the adoption center. She is truly upset that she has to give up her children, but she realizes that the children that she has are going to have a better life chance if they grow up in the adoption center instead of with her. And I know we learned about life chances in class, and I would have to say that I agree with the young mother. I mean, the, hearing her story and how much and how poor she is, I do believe the children will have a better life chance growing up in an adoption center. Unfortunately, I don't know if the everyday love from a mother is an equal trade for a better life chance, but that's between them. But I think mothers will decide to give up their children, not only so they can have a better life chance, but also so they can experience what else we talked about in class, which was the upward intergenerational mobility. And I think this is just natural. Every parent wants their children to move upward on the social ladder. And I mean, of course, everyone wants their children to be more successful than they were. So, I mean, I just think this is a common thing among all people. But basically, that was just a quick overview of the video. And what I'm going to do is I'll email you the video so that way you'll be able to see what I was talking about. So I was curious to see why situations like these were happening, like why it's so many women are having to give up their children, and not only that, but why are so many of these women homeless and jobless? And the answer I was able to find came in my book as another topic we went over in class, which was the feminization of property, of the feminization of poverty. And now I know that more than 50% in the US alone, more than 50% of women are actually living in poverty because of reasons like disability or their husbands leaving them because of a death or just leaving them in general. And I believe that there are similar statistics here in Greece. And so whenever you have women who are head of household, 50 in the U.S. at least, 51% of the poor come from female head of households, and I believe that this statistic is true because not many women are getting the right exposure they need because of the feminization of poverty, and so I think because you have so many poor women, that's why they're being faced with a decision on whether or not to give up their children. And so it's clear that in Greece, many women with low to none income end up giving up their children. And in my opinion, although I mean, no one wants to wish that upon any children, but the relationship makes complete sense simply because many of these women simply don't have the resources it takes to provide for people other than themselves. And I mean, it's a sad reality, but until we're able to get rid of the trend feminization of poverty, and be able to get more women in Greece actually employed, stories like this will keep coming out. So that was basically what I that's basically my illustration of social concepts in regards to poverty. And like I said, I will email you that video, so you'll be able to see the supplemental resources that I had. And also, I'll email you the newspaper article that I based this video off of. Thank you.